Okay, das ist das Video von meiner Londonreise. Hier geht den Rest sehen nach dem Intro.
Okay, ist recht karamellig. Und? Bekannt der Geschmack? Kann ich aber nicht einordnen. Ja, probieren. Ich würde so süß-karamellig oder so sagen.
Moin, das schmeckt richtig geil, ohne Scheiß.
Also ist es besser als...
Na casa da vovó. Ela tinha Olha que perfeição, filha. Olha a respiração.
From Professor Sybil Trelawney's classroom in Prison of Azkaban, it suddenly becomes the staircase that leads from into Professor Mad-Eye Moody's classroom in Goblet of Fire, hoping that no one would notice, but everyone did. We see it for a third time in the very last film, Deathly Hallows Part 2, during the Great Battle of Hogwarts, but this one was actually not filmed inside there. Reason for that is that every scene that involved Hogwarts in the last film actually had to do with a lot of destruction. Because you can't actually start destroying anything inside St. Paul's Cathedral, they had to rebuild the entire thing back in the studios and then film there. They did that a lot. They actually filmed a lot of studio sets to original locations for Deathly Hallows Part 2, mainly because it was easier to actually then dispose of them or destroy them and make any changes they wanted to in the end. Now, in terms of visiting the floating staircase as a private person, like I said, you can only do that if you know the right people, which brings you to a tiny bit of a story. One of my bosses in this company here, her now husband, knew the right people and he proposed to her on the stairs of the floating staircase. So if anyone here is not engaged yet and you're planning to, that's the level of romanticism you have to tell. And this is the place, or the surrounding area of the first leaky cauldron that we see. So in this scene, as you've seen obviously back on the bus, we see Harry and Hagrid on their way to the leaky cauldron to get Harry's stuff for his first year at Hogwarts. So you go along the same road we are currently on into that direction, talking about the list, or going through the list of stuff Harry needs, finishing with, students may bring if they desire, either an owl, a cat, or a toad, to which Hagrid then goes, and this is my worst Hagrid impression ever, if you know where to go, it was horrendous, sorry for that. Yeah, it was bad, it was really bad. That was the worst one I've ever done, and I usually tell people that it's really bad. So we see Hagrid right over here. Now some very observant people will already go, oh, there are numbers next to his head, and there are numbers over here. Now they don't really add up because we're looking for the numbers 44 and 45. Where are they? Well, I'm going to take you there in a second. It's right over there around the corner. And they're going to explain why they decided to chop the scene up inside the leaky cauldron in this room. Now, while Danny Radcliffe never filmed the scene here, they had a camera placed behind the window. The top one right next to the bridge of this building, where they filmed a bit for a couple of hours, just the entire area here, tried a couple of different shots out, and then they put the footage they got there onto a green screen in post-production. Also, last but not least, before we head back onto the bus, now I mentioned the bookshops before, always having to be close to the leaky cauldron. So in this case, they turned the Club Arthur Hoover's, right over here, into the third-hand book emporium with everyone's favorite movie magic fake signs. I'll explain about that in a second. And now from here, after you're ready and taken a couple pictures, we can move on back through the crowd sector where this lovely gentleman is standing. So you'll be our phone booth in question at this point. Just stand in, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You don't have to do anything. Just do a ring at one point and that's fine. Okay, so they had to put it here. Main reason is because no one uses phone booths anymore these days. So they're usually in locations where a lot of tourists come around, not in like a small alleyway like this one, so people can take pictures with them. So he put it here. It was also a very neat way to block the street, because the city of Westminster didn't give them official permission to do so for filming of this sequence. So, but in order to put the phone box here, they had to use a crane. So he propped the crane in the middle of the street, and no car could actually pass the crane in the end. Just careful. Yeah, going really fast there. Yeah. Alright, so they put the crane in the middle of the street, so nothing like that happens. And then they proceeded filming. The fine they had to pay to the city of Westminster was actually cheaper than the official road closure, so they also saved some money in the end. There's also something else missing. Correct, yes, the bridge is missing. The bridge on both sides and going out. So, station management at one point decided to place a sign stating platform 9 3/4 just out here. That wasn't the end of the story, because after that, people proceeded running into the wall down here using trolleys from the station, damaging them. Not a good idea. So after that, they finally went for the best solution ever, which was have half a trolley fixed into the wall down there. So it looks like it's already halfway through, and then so people can take pictures in, you know, the more civilized fashion in this case. So this is why we have this down here, right over there. After that, the shop kind of started its life right next to it. The most reliable location to actually buy any Harry Potter merchandise, apart from the studio tour, which is quite far out. So if you feel like anything or you want, yeah, just go in there. They pretty much have everyone you desire for in this case. One last thing before also I will obviously see if anyone can unveil this one or if I have to do that one, which is usually a bit of a bummer. I'm the one telling everyone whose one this is. The reactions usually, oh, okay. Because as I said, it's none of the major characters. It's not a big aha moment in this case, but we'll see. So, in a King's Cross scene, when Harry's looking for platform 9 3/4, we see this gentleman here, yeah? Who is fairly rude to Harry when he asks him for platform 9 3/4. Now this guy wasn't an actor or an extra. He was actually the station manager of King's Cross Station back when they were filming here. But he was such a character, as you can tell, because everyone remembers him from just one line in the film. They decided to give him a speaking line. After that, people didn't just come here to obviously see platform 9 3/4 where they filmed, but also to visit this guy here. So while he was still working in King's Cross Station, people would flood to the station office over there to see him and ask him for platform 9 3/4, hoping that he would answer in the same way. Yes, it was a bit of a weird one. Now he's retired, so obviously now he enjoys the peace and quiet after this one. But yeah, it was quite a wild time for him to work here as a station manager, because people would just bother him constantly about platform 9 3/4. And now, obviously, do we have any more theories before I have to unveil this one? Yeah. Xenophile is not good. Unfortunately not, no. Anyone else?
Aha. Sehr cool. Du weißt, dass das Auto frisst?
Spaß.
Warum gibt's auch so einen Yoda?
Drück mal drauf. Hallo.
Ernsthaft ein Video?
Ja. Wir fühlen uns kaputt. Wir wollen nicht mehr. Einfach mal bis 17:25 jetzt zu warten. Jo. Und dann irgendwo hinwandern. Mal gucken, wohin. Läuft bei uns. Aber nicht mehr lange. Wir haben es jetzt. Ja. Nicht mal mehr eine Stunde und dann geht's zurück nach Deutschland. Guck mal!
Yeah. Die zwei Hässlichen. Die Abgefuckten, die 3 Tage durchgemacht haben.
Yeah! Nein, wir gehen jetzt zum Body. Und dann endlich nach Hause.
Du noch mal den Schock deines Lebens kriegen.
Ja, ich hab voll Angst, wenn das Flugzeug anfängt abzuheben.
Und nachher beim Landen auch nochmal Schiss. Und wenn es nochmal zwischendurch wackelt, nochmal Schiss.
Arsch. Ich melde mich. Warte, wir melden uns spätestens, wenn wir da sind, ne?
Ja, irgendwie dann irgendwann.
Und wenn spätestens im Auto.
Wenn wir es gefunden haben.
Ja, yeah, bis später. Bin arschig.
Arschig, du mich auch.
Wir sind angekommen. Wie spät?
20 vor. Nee, 10 vor. 10 vor 9.
Deutscher Zeit. Nachdem gerade irgendeiner nicht einsteigen wollte. Und
Nicht am Flieger angekommen ist.
oder das. Und einfach mal der Flug viel zu spät losgegangen ist. Yay! Jetzt noch was zu essen finden und dann nach Hause. Sind wir durch für heute.
Was für ein Labyrinth laufen wir jetzt hier lang?
Keine Ahnung. Wir wünschen euch einen wunderschönen Abend. Das waren die zwei Verrückten aus London.